Later that night, another engine arrived at the sheds. He had taken a long journey and was in need of a rest. He steamed slowly in.
That Travis fellow is getting on my last nerve. He's so tired of steam engines, I don't understand why he chooses to frequent our railway. Huh. I don't recall seeing your face around here. You must be the new engine.
I am indeed.
Well, it is certainly nice to meet you. I am Sherlock Hill. I'm sure that the other engines here have made you welcome.
They have, but there was this one engine earlier. He seemed kind of distant.
Ah, sounds like you met Ince Castle then. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
He's like that to everyone.
It was at that moment Mr. Charles Crawford, Vice Director of the line, entered the shed.
I have an announcement to make. Once again, Mr. Traverse has moaned about our railway.
Bad shit, Travis.
Settle down, settle down. I believe it may have had something to do with you blasting your whistle in the station, Clayton. His message said it was the straw that broke the donkey's back. Make of that what you will.
Idiot.
So I'm afraid I've had to shuffle the carts to fit in the diesels and to keep his disturbances to a minimum. He is a very valuable client, earning half of the Chantelane consortium, so it would be unwise to anger him further.
He handed the new schedules to the engine's crews. Sherlock's fireman glanced over them.
But sir, all of Sherlock's trains have been replaced by Boomerang.
I'm afraid so. I felt it wise to put them at the front of the trains he takes. But bear in mind, these are only for his morning and evening journeys. All of your other trains will remain the same. Now have a good night, everyone. There will be a lot of work tomorrow as usual.
Atlas woke to the sound of Dawn sneaking out of the sheds to arrange the morning train.
Come on, you lot! Show a wheel! And whistle, and head out of the sidings. Need to do everything urgently.
Years of sitting around in a workshop must have been exhausting. Good morning, Sherlock.
Ready for today?
I will be once my driver and fireman show up. I have to take some wagons down to the workshop. What's your first job today?
It would be the express, but I will have to be on standby for a turn. Boomer's going to take my train and... oh dear. Boomer! Boomer, wake up!
What were you saying, Arkid?
You'll be late for your morning train.
Don't worry, Arkid. I'll be ready for my train. It doesn't take me so long to get ready.
As much as I thought.
As his operator climbed into his cab and got him ready for the day's work, there was an almighty sound coming from Boomer's motor.
I don't like the sound of that. Perhaps we should get Tamarin to take the train for us.
Kid. I'll be just fine. I'm always like this in the morning.
Oh, very well. His operator was sceptical, but agreed that it would be best to keep to the schedule.
Where is Boomer? He's gonna be late if he doesn't hurry up.
Dawn was waiting at the station, having prepared the morning express, and sure enough, Mr. Travis was on the platform. He watched Boomer back down onto the train.
Yes, finally Reginald has listened to me. Enough of those clapped out kettles. This is raw power.
Are you alright, Boomer?
Fine, kidder. It's just dust or something.
Doesn't the protocol of railway workers state clearly that if an engine, of whatever disposition, is showing signs of bad fuel consumption, then they should report directly to their senior director or inspector and wait instructions?
To be honest, kidder, I wouldn't know. I say I haven't read through the entire protocol.
But the protocol of railway workers is what keeps the line running smoothly. How can you even suggest ignoring something?
I wasn't only joking, kidder. I tell you what keeps the line running smoothly though. That's the trains on time. I'll see you around later, okay?
I worry about Boomer a lot, Sherlock. Namely because if he breaks down it will cause delays and messes up the timetable, but what do you think is up this time?
Don't worry, Dawn. I understand. It's probably nothing. But if it is, then I'm sure Mr. Travis will have several things to say about public enemies, now won't he?
It didn't take long for Sherlock to be correct. Atlas was taking his train down to the works with Clay the saddle tank engine. This was a normal journey, but Clay had a knack for ranting as he worked, turning what was just a trip down the line into a slow and tiring crawl.
Hey, boxer! Get on with some work, why don't you? And stop lazing around on the main line. Lazy diesel. I mean, I have been on this line for years, and the standards have really slipped. Honestly, they let in anyone now. I mean, no offense.
It's going to
of
be a
course.
long
You've got to
day.
understand that, Atlas, because everything I say comes from a tender place. But did Ramona heed my advice? Absolutely not. You see, that's the trouble with American engines. Far too cocky for their own worth. Are you listening to me, Atlas?
Yes, but do you ever not speak?
Oh, I don't even do.
Wait a second.
Clay? We're gonna have to stop.
How come? I don't have eyes in the back of my cab, you know.
There's a man with a red flag. There must be trouble ahead.
Oh, it's Boomer. What's the matter, Boomer? Are you alright?
No, kid. Overeated, didn't I? I think that is the least of our problems.
But this is a non-stop train to Dragon's Wharf.
Atlas looked over and saw Mr. Travis complaining bitterly. Boomer's operator had wisely chosen to hide in his cab.
I swear this railway is falling apart day by day. Even the diesels have been neglected. Why don't you put away the silly sentimentalities of steam and look forward to the future of diesel power?
Excuse me, Mr. Travers.
And furthermore,
You're causing a little bit of a disturbance.
These posh entrepreneurs, public enemies, the lot of them.
I apologize for that little rant then, but when can I expect a replacement engine? I will be late for the meeting if I
I could take the train down for you if you want.
I wouldn't want to saddle you with that, kid. Not for the life of you.
I can't promise it will be on time, but I can promise I can get it there.
Oh, that's a splendid idea, Atlas. I suppose he has the right idea. But what about this train he's already pulling? I can't possibly take it by myself. You'll be fine, Clay. I'm sure control will fit you in somewhere. I'd say.
Well, Mr. Travis, shall I take the train on for you?
No, very well. But I still won't enjoy riding behind a steam locomotive.
There's no pleasing summer.
However, the crowd cheered from the coaches as Atlas backed down onto the train.
We've called ahead to control for you to explain the situation. You're clear to go, Atlas. Don't worry about me, kid. Benjamin here will take good care of me, won't you, Benji? Yeah.
At Dragon's Wharf, Charles Crawford waited on the platform. He had received word from Control about the situation, and wanted to see Atlas in.
Well done, Atlas. Splendid piece of work. So, Mr. Traverse, what do you think of our new engine?
Oh, please. Well, I suppose he's made it to the destination, so I'll thank him for that.
So, can we agree that steam power is still relevant on this line?
Fine. I suppose it is.
Now, is that so odd?
You have no idea.
Well, Atlas, you've definitely proved yourself to be a robust and reliable engine. On behalf of all of our workers, may I welcome you warmly to our railway.
Thank you, sir. But it's the least I could do. I'm just glad to be steaming again.
I'm finally here. I made the delivery alone. I proved that I'm not worth it. I managed to without that stupid Atlas. I can't believe he left me like that to fend for myself. I did it anyway. Well, we appreciate your enthusiasm, Clay, but you're late. Wait, what? By about 4 hours. Sorry about that. Just curse you, Atlas!